Welcome on in, faithful followers, as well as Sisters of Battle aficionados. This is Sprues and Studs, and we are again in the midst of a Sisters of Battle review block. We have reviewed already Our Order of the Martyred Lady Sister of Battle and compared it against the McFarlane version. We have taken a look at the Paragon Warsuit, and now we're going to take a look at a couple variant chapters. What chapter are we going to look at? We are going to be looking at the Order of the Argent Shroud offering from Joy Toy today. So you know what? We're not going to waste any more time, but let's just dive in. And now opening the first box of the Order of the Ardent Shroud. Another clean cut. Time for the unveil. Pretty. Lifting. All right, ahead of us, we have the first offering of the Order of the Argent Shroud Sister, and let's just quickly dive in and take a look at her, shall we? So obviously, this sister has just regular black hair. There is no highlighting whatsoever or shading on it because, well, it's kind of hard to shade black. Anyways, we are going to take a look at the face area, and again, I'm not exactly sure how these companies are able to screen and put these eyeballs in, but this is actually looking pretty good to me. And the eye is exactly where it should be, right in the center over here. And you've obviously got the pale humanoid flesh of the sister up here. We're going to take a quick look at the pauldrons, and the fleur-de-lis has a bunch of shading going on with it, as well as a bunch of shading on this other side as well. As I am taking a look at the silver armor, I am actually not really picking up that much highlighting over here. I think this armor is slightly lighter than the gunmetal that we've been seeing on the bolt rifles on the Space Marines. You've got this hose that's connecting here to this nice bronze-looking skull. And let's take a look at the sleeves on this sister. Are mimicking a battle-worn look, as you can see here. And within these off-white sleeves, you get to see some red inner lining, which is cool. And with the arm area, there is no highlighting whatsoever. And looking at the chest area as well as the torso region, you've got these little rivets that have been individually painted a silver color, which makes things stand out. And over here we have this rosary or necklace or whatever the heck you want to call it. It's painted a pale bronze color, and the tops of it have been actually highlighted a nice silver. And just like with the sleeves, Joy Toy does a great job of making this cape area a very cohesive unit. So you've got this nice cape dress or mini skirt or whatever the heck you want to call this, as it is a battle-worn white on the outside, and then on the inside of it, it is a red color. And we're going to take a look at the legs, and the legs are actually really cool. I like how this silver here contrasts with the rest of the whole action figure itself. So we're going to put this sister down and take a look at the various armaments. And the first one that we're going to be looking at is this Meltagun. So I really like this Meltagun because it's got so many different colors and shading that's going on. So you obviously have the muzzle of this thing is a bronze color, and the fuel tank for this thing is also that same bronze color. Be kind of cool if they actually had the burnt ends over here on the muzzle of this Meltagun. And the casing is red, and the rest of it is a nice silver color. So we're going to put it down, and we're going to look at the bolt gun. And the bolt gun is, I would say, leagues above what the Order of the Martyred Lady bolt gun looks like, mainly because this one has a lot of different color. If you remember, the Order of the Martyred Lady just had a completely silver on the whole entire bolt gun, and only the bolt rounds down here was this bronze color. So this thing, you have three different colors going on with shading that really makes this thing stand out, in my opinion. Put that down, take a look at the helmet. And the helmet is actually very, very nicely painted. I like this heavy shading that's going on that outlines the whole entire lens of this action figure. And then finally, we're going to look at the backpack. And just like how the Order of the Argent Shroud is supposed to be, the backpack is silver, and it's got bronze highlights all around here. And the fleur-de-lis is also bronze. So we're going to put this one aside and quickly look at the other offering. Sister number 2. And the tiny unveiling. Well, compared to the Adeptus Custodes line. Lifting. All right, we have the second battle sister ahead of us, and we're going to take a look at this one. Unlike the first one, this sister has a nice blaze of white up here, which is a really cool touch that further differentiates her from her fellow sister. The eyes are very, very nice on this one. And they are of a nice blue color. And I have to say I prefer the face of this particular sister as opposed to the other one. All of these sisters have a very cold, battle-hardened look to them. The pauldrons are completely the same. And then as we're looking at the center of this action figure, you still have these hoses on the side, except that there is a very large eye in the middle of it, as opposed to the other sister that has this skull in the middle of it. The fabric on the sleeves are completely the same, and the rest of it, to be honest, is also 100% the same. This is the same necklace or icon that you see on the other battle sister. The tabard or skirt or whatever the heck you call it is also very, very similar, if not just a complete mirror replica. So the only thing that actually really is different is this top area as well as the head. So we're going to put this down, and then we're going to take a look at this flamer over here. So this flamer has a different colored copper or bronze to it. It's almost like a rose gold kind of color, which is maybe the first time I've actually seen this color in a Joy Toy action figure. Also, it would have been nice if they did like the burnt tip here too. And then it progresses on to a nice red color in the middle of the case of the flamer. And then you have this cool looking fuel tank down here that is bronze color and has a bunch of shading that's going on all around. And then you have the nice silver accents. The bolt gun, again, is something that we've seen. 3 different colors, lots of color differentiation. I really appreciate this look, and I hope that Joy Toy keeps up with this. The helmet itself also mimics that of her fellow sister. I'm not going to go too much into detail. And finally, the backpack is also 100% similar. So these battle sisters come with an array of hands. You've got a closed-fisted one. You had an open-handed one, as well as another one that has something that she can curl her hand around. So as the sister is going to be dual-wielding her weapons, I'm just going to actually pop this hand off. And it is a ball and socket joint that is here, but this is a very, very microscopic ball and socket joint. I'm going to take this and put it on. And it fits in with relative ease. And then we're going to now put the backpack on. Fits in with these 2 pegs. Very easy to do. And now we're going to have this sister be a John Woo badass and first wield her bolt gun. And as these hands are so small, they're very, very pliable compared to their Adeptus Custodi and Astarte cousins. Very easy to do here. And then we're now going to have her dual wield flamer. And you also notice that the index finger is now comfortably wrapped around the trigger area. And now we have this sister dual wielding her weapons of purification. Okay, this battle sister, we're going to replace this hand with the one that can wield a weapon, as I'm going to have her dual wield. It's very simple to do. It's a ball and socket joint. And the other one is going to be wielding her bolt gun. And we're going to flip this around, give her her backpack, and there we go. All right, folks, we have both of these battle sisters reviewed, so let me wrap this one up. So ahead of you, you see 2 out of the 3 sisters of the Argent Shroud variant chapter for the Sisters of Battle. The reason why I didn't get the Power Sword version was because I didn't think that there was a lot of, I guess, pizzazz about her or something like that. But I really liked how these 2 sisters looked. Starting off with the one that has the flamer, I really liked how she has this white blaze on her hair that makes her really stand out. And again, I really like her flamer weapon. I think it's really, really cool. And then with the Sister of Battle that has the Meltagun, well, I am a big fan of Meltaguns in the Warhammer 40k universe, so I knew that I actually had to get this variant of her. So in the end, do I actually think that these sisters are actually worth getting? Only if you're a big Sisters of Battle fan like me, I would actually get these action figures. If you just want to get a flavor of your standard Sisters of Battle, I would definitely get the Order of the Martyred Lady. That came out quite a long time ago, I guess. Well, maybe not a long time ago, but definitely a few months ago. And that's pretty much enough to satisfy any regular craving for Sisters of Battle. I just wanted to get more color splash in my action figure collection, so that's why I got these two ladies over here. I mean, given the price point of probably around what, I think there was like $40 to $50 for these action figures, I'm not exactly too sure if it's worth it for just a casual fan to pick up. But regardless, these are still very, very good and very solid action figures, very faithful to the GW miniatures that these things are based off of. So this is Sprues and Studs. I hope you, again, enjoyed these in-depth reviews that I'm giving you. I'm going to be giving you as many in-depth review as possible, as long as Joy Toy and McFarlane keeps cranking out these excellent action figures for us to take a look at, to own, and to play with. I mean, to display. Sorry, we don't play with our action figures, right? So anyways, thanks for watching. Once again, thank you for your support. I wouldn't be here if it weren't for you all, and I'll see you all in the next one.